folks, this is Wayne Hart back with another lesson and an absolute classic today. As always, we're looking at Oasis and the Hindu Times. I'd not heard this one for a while, and I actually heard this on the radio the other day. It made me realise, you know, what a great sort of Oasis song this was. And you don't really hear it as much as, you know, the obvious ones like Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger. But this actually was a #1 single for Oasis, and it's just a straightforward rock and roll song. So I'm going to show you a few sort of different ways to play this. It's straightforward sort of open chords, so quite an easy one to get down. Now if you do want the chords, lyrics and the strumming pattern to this, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page, so there'll be a link to that in the description. I'll also put a link in the comments. And the way that that works, you just sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pledge, and it gives you guys access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 15, 16 months. There's some exclusive videos there, a lot of videos from the archive, and there's also stuff to coincide with a lot of the technique lessons I've done as well. So if you're into the scales and the blues stuff that I've done, it's pretty much all up there. If you don't want to do that and you'd like, you know, to make a small donation, show some appreciation, I've got a new feature which is like a super thanks link that's just under the video there. You can click on that, make a small donation. Again, very much appreciated, and I promise you all the money generally goes back into the lessons, the funding for these lessons. Thanks for your continued support. Thanks everyone who's subscribed. Now if you are subscribed and you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out is setting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there so you can keep up to date with the videos. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne Hart Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok. As I always say, I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so this song isn't standard tuning, but as you can see, you're going to want the capo on the 2nd fret to play this, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, I'd like to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. I've had this particular capo about 18 months now. I don't know if you can see, it's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. I've also got another one I've had for the best part of 16 years. It's never let me down. You know, if you're on the market for a capo, these are great, reliable, durable capos. This is a performance-free model. I'm going to put a link to this in the description. So if you, like I say, you're on the market for a capo, G7th Capo, I'll put a link in the description. There we go. Okay, so the intro is going to be an A chord. So we got an A. And then we're going to go to an A sus4. That's just moving the 3rd finger over to the 3rd fret and the B relative to the capo, and then back to the A again. So what we get is... Okay, now it's quite effective. You probably saw me do this in the intro. Sort of lifting that A chord on and off just gives it a little bit more rhythm. So we got... Okay, and that's pretty much going to be, you know, your intro and your verse. I'll just sing the verse through in a minute. But if you want to play this with a friend, you want to get the friend to do the riff, or I'll show you another way that you can obviously do this by yourself as well. So the riff would be... Okay, so if you want to do that relative to the capo, I'm on the 6th fret, that's on the G. So it's going to go 6, 7, 6... 6, 7, 5 on the B, back to the G, 7, 6, 6, 7, 6, and then we've got open strings then onto an A. Okay, put that together. Okay, another way that you could do that, you could play an A chord, you know, like this. So my 1st finger is on the 5th fret on the B, 2nd finger, that's 6th fret on the G, 3rd finger, 7th fret on the D. And then we can put the little pinky on and off the G on the 7th fret. Okay, so, you know, just other ways that you can play, or you can just play it like I did in the intro, you know, just sort of straight chords, straight sort of rock and roll. So I'll just sing that first verse through so you can see how that sort of gels together with the chords. That's that A and that A sus4 back to the A again. So we get, I get up when I'm down, I can't swim, but my soul won't drown. I do believe I got flair, I got speed, and I walk on air. Okay, so the chords to the chorus, the first two lines are going to be a D to the A sus4 back to the A. That's the first two lines. Third line is going to be E, D, A sus4 back to the A. The next line's the same, and then we're going to do a C, D, F major 7, so I do that with a C bass in. If you've never seen me do that before, regular F major 7, you're just going to move the third finger to the third fret on the A string relative to the capo, little pinky on the D string underneath third fret. Okay, and then it's going to go to a G, and then back to the A again with the link again. So I'm just going to sing that chorus through so you can see how that gels together. So we got, 'cause God gave me a soul and you're rock and roll, babe. 'Cause God gave me a soul and you're rock and roll, babe. And I get so high and I just can't feel it. And I get so high and I just can't feel it. In and out my brain, running through my veins. You're my sunshine, you're my rain. Okay, it's nice to do the C in the chorus as well and add a G bass in, which you don't have to, but I just think it sounds a little bit meatier. So like we do on the F, we're just going to take a C, third finger, third fret on the low E string relative to the capo, little pinky, third fret on the A string underneath. Really meaty sounding C chord. Okay, so that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. It does another verse, another chorus. We've got this little instrumental part where it's basically going from a D to an A chord, so it's nice to do a D sus4, you know, back to the D, and then the A with the A sus4. So what we get is, instrumental part. We've got the chorus, and I get so high and I just can't feel it. And I get so high and I just can't feel it. That repeats again. And I get so high and I just can't feel it. And I get so high and I just can't feel it. In and out my brain, running through my veins. You're my sunshine, you're my rain. And we finish that on the A chord, okay? So like I say, pretty straightforward, but a great sort of rock and roll song. Now a strumming pattern, you know, that would sort of work through this. I tend to mix it up a little bit, but I do always give a guide pattern. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up. One of the old faithful ones again. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So if you hear that. Pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that. And just an Oasis song that you don't really hear anymore. And I just think, you know, this is a classic, straightforward rock and roll song. This is a great track. And regular viewers to my channel would notice I have done this one before, probably about 5 or 6 years ago. Now, the reason I'm doing this, I'm just redoing a few of the old sort of Oasis and some of the older lessons, just into better quality videos. and then obviously I can post all the lyrics and the strumming patterns up on the Patreon page and just do better quality versions for everybody. I'm sure everyone will appreciate that. Obviously I've moved on a lot in 5 years. I've got a better equipment, a better camera and everything, so I just want to sort of redo a few lessons, so I hope you all appreciate that. Now, if there is any Oasis, Liam, Noel lessons, or it can be anything 50s to modern day, you know, it's going to work within reason on either an acoustic or an electric guitar. So the easiest way to put your request in is obviously comment below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over through those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I do always point out, they do get quite a lot, but don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, if you are subscribed, thank you very much, and if you haven't done already, please hit that little notification bell that was somewhere down there underneath the video, so you can keep up to date with the videos. You get notified every time I post a video up. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want the chords, lyrics and the strumming patterns, and not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past 16 months. There's a lot of stuff up there now. There's a link in the comments, a link in the description. The super thanks link, if you don't want to go down that route and you'd like to show some appreciation, there's a little link under the video there. You can make a small donation, again, very much appreciated. And word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos. Tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone you know plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. So that just leaves me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, whether it be morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.